See, we're doing a little bit of greasing here today. I don't know, we got bad forecasts all ahead, but I think we're gonna take a gamble. Hope we can get something done. Maybe we'll knock down that triticale today. It's at the maturity level it needs to be. We're gonna throw some grease on this, fuel it up, and then probably go out later on this afternoon in a couple hours and knock down some hay, unless the forecast really changes. I'm not loving what I see, but we got to get started sometime. Well, as you can tell, it's raining. I was hoping to at least maybe get this all greased up today. I don't feel like working in the rain. I'm just gonna go mow hay this afternoon. We were watching radar. I'm like, well, at least we get the titer unfolded and grease it and see what's happening. Rain. I guess tomorrow we'll go out and we'll see what tomorrow morning brings. Hopefully we can get something knocked out. Well, I'm really excited, kind of nervous. It's always first time running something, but this should be a lot of fun. It's going to be really nice. Looking forward, rather than looking back in my mirrors all day, mowing with the pull type. So, time for the fun drive down the road with this big thing. That's the one downside of being this wide, and the hydrostatic steering. It is so touchy. It's not terrible once you kind of get used to it, but it's so much nicer having something with mechanical linkages. I mean, obviously, unlike that Puma right there, it's not like the steering wheel's connected to like a whatever pinion or whatever you want to call it. It's all hydraulically steered, but it's got actual linkages turning the tires. This is just driving two independent motors from one another like a skid steer, but using a wheel to do it, so it's touchy. But, well, let's get at it and see how things go. All right, here we are. We just got to turn the header on and start mowing. My heart's racing a little bit. It shouldn't be, but this is fun. This is exciting. Let's hope nothing breaks here. Oh, this is cool. We got a nice tall cut height here. I think that's as high as it goes. These windrows are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Nice crimp there. That's a shorter stem. Look at that. Right there. Crimping good. Doesn't look like the cut quality's bad. These windrows are very, very even, so I'm loving what I'm seeing here. It's not putting a ton on the shoulders. It's not dumping a ton in the middle. It's maybe a little light on this edge, but other than that, I'm happy. This is cool. And we're getting some ditch grass there, so that'll make it even higher quality stuff. This will be like actual, oh my gosh. This is cool. definitely skipping a little bit more than I want, but okay, they're heading out. Yeah, just going real slow now because I was watching them leave. So we can see them way out there. They're heading home. But there's some skips here and there, but it's not like streaks. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's a shear hub or something needs tightened. I have to go in and look at it, but right now we're just going to run it and finish this. About done with this portion of the field. It kind of goes back, and then we got a couple smaller fields to do after this. Two more, like, I don't know, one's like 4 acres, the other's 2. And this field we're finishing up here, you can see it's a lot more, it's pretty immature, hasn't even started heading out yet. The next field we're going to, it's just started to head, and I think the smallest of them is, I think, almost entirely headed out. So kind of glad we're getting on it today before it gets too mature. I don't know how much longer this would have, but I feel like I've heard 3 days is kind of your window to get on some of this. 3 days too early and it's not enough growth. 3 days too late and it's fully headed out and the quality's junk. So we're here, we're getting her done, and we'll see how it turns out. Well, the field's done. This one just mowed absolutely beautiful. This is all headed out already in this field. A lot thicker, a lot taller, a lot more mature. It's got different settings in the manual. Tells you how to kind of set the RPMs on the header. I kind of just set it for cereal crops because that's what we're doing. Maybe should have set the RPMs lower rather than higher. It was set for alfalfa when we started. Or, I mean, it's just lower RPMs. I guess you could have mowed anything at it, but it set it a lower, like 1600 or I think it was 1800 RPMs on the header. When we started, it wasn't cutting right, and I went through the manual, said 2100, bumped up to 2100, and it didn't change really anything at all. So I just left it there and kept mowing. This field is still at 2100. Like I said, I left it there from all 3 fields here, and this one mowed absolutely beautiful. So maybe I should have backed off those RPMs a little bit on that thinner stuff, but you know, I guess there's a learning curve to it. Hopefully that's all it was, because that's a pretty simple thing. And the crimps on this look really good too. So we look at this is the triticale here. This crimped right there. Try to do this one-handed. Crimped right there. You can see that kind of, and it smashes the stem pretty good. There's another one. And I don't know if there's another one you see right there. You can see it kind of. And this stuff is just full of leaf. You see there's some stem there in the bottom. This is thick. This is gonna make a lot of bales in this little, whatever, 2-acre patch here. This is gonna be really cool. I'm not sure how this will dry down with the heads. Either it will be quicker, the same, or slower, and I'm hoping it'll be about the same so everything goes together, but we'll see. Well, we're home now. This thing is squirrely on the road, a lot to get used to, but really excited for that triticale. I think it's, right or wrong, it's mowed down now, and we're gonna try and get her dry, but it looks really nice how it looks right now, and it at least gets our foot in the door, gets us started doing something. That's with OSU Extension, our local extension office. That's one of their test plots they're doing. So they put an ad on Facebook for wanting someone to harvest it possibly, or to sell the hay, or whatever. I was the one who responded, and we got that secured. So excited for that. Got the foot in the door with them. You know, who knows what that might lead to, and even if it's nothing, at least we got the opportunity we have now. And I like trying new things and see what's going to happen and what's going to work and what doesn't work. So, you know, I'm all for new things, and especially I'm not quite ready to be knocking down alfalfa or anything like that, and I don't have a place to put small squares, and that's where I kind of want to start. This is something we got some space back here, space in the pad kind of. We can store big squares and round bales with tarps until we get the box put up. So I guess we'll see what happens here and how it dries down and how it looks once it is dried down. Yeah, excited for that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see what next video's on. I don't know. I was planning to actually be weaning kids today and moving goats out to pasture, but here we are. Things changing. I haven't ruled that out yet. We have a few hooves to trim before we want to do that. It's only like 3 o'clock right now, so we have plenty of time today. So that's still not completely out of the realm of possibility, but we'll see if we get around to it. But thanks for watching, and catch you on the next one.